What is up, Broken Chains family? Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little video to talk to you guys about no reps. I want to talk to you about judging during the intramural open at the gym, okay? So a couple of things here, guys. Every Thursday when the weekly workout is announced by CrossFit HQ, they are going to shoot a little video. They're going to talk to you about the movement standards, all that kind of stuff. And there's going to be different options for scaling in the workout. It's divided by age categories and then also just ability categories. So you can choose which version of the workout that you're going to do. A lot like what we do in the gym every day in terms of scaling workouts to your ability. Okay? So here's the important thing that I want to get across to everybody, okay? For the purpose, when we turn this into a sport and we're concerned about what our score is, that may have an impact on what you decide to do, okay? So, for example, let's say that in the first workout that is announced tomorrow, there's pull-ups involved in it, right? If you don't have pull-ups, right, it's pretty easy to make that decision. You say, okay, well, I'm going to scale this down. The scaling down might be a jumping pull-up where you're jumping off of a box and pulling your chin over the bar and then back down. That would probably be a scaled option. Or you might be somebody who has one pull-up in the tank. You get a big kip, you hop on that bar, and you can just get that chin over the bar one time, and that's all you have in the tank, okay? Here's the deal. If that pull-up is the first movement in the workout, right, you might opt to say, you know what, I want to click the RX button on this workout. So I'm going to do one pull-up in the whole workout, and I'm going to get scored as an RX athlete, because the way that the rankings will work is that all of the RX athletes will go from 1 all the way down to whatever, and then it starts all the scaled athletes, right? So anybody who chose some type of a scaling option, they're going to start being ranked after all of the RX athletes. So you might just say, for the sake of making it into the RX group and being ranked above all the non-RX people, the scaled people, you might opt to do that one pull-up, okay? Now, are you going to get a great workout from that one pull-up? Absolutely not. So here's my suggestion. Go in the first time that you do the workout on Friday, you know, as it's announced, do it RX, get your one pull-up in, and then in the next heat or 2 heats later on Friday Night Lights, we're going to be running heats after heats after heats. Then do the scaled version of the workout just so that you can get a good workout in, right? So you can, instead of toes to bar, you might be doing knee tucks. Instead of regular pull-ups, you might be doing jumping pull-ups or something like that, okay? So that might help you decide whether you should scale a workout or do it RX and what you might take into consideration when you do this, okay? Now this brings up another point, okay? The point of no reps. Guys, in the gym, most of the time, your coaching staff and everybody else in the box, we just want you to get some good quality work in, right? So while we do our best to always talk about movement standards, about getting below parallel on your squats, when you're doing wall ball shots, make sure you hit the target every single time, those kinds of things, we're not necessarily yelling out, no rep, that didn't count, all that kind of stuff in the middle of your workout, because at the end of the day, you're working, you're putting in the work. We might be yelling at you, get lower, those kinds of things, but we're not taking points away from you. Now, in the open, okay, whether you are registered in the games open or whether you're just doing it in the intramural open with us at the gym, no reps actually matter now, because every single person has a judge, okay, who is judging the movement standards. And they're going to be very strict movement standards to say this is a good rep and this is a no rep. On a toes to bar, if your feet don't touch the bar, both of them in the middle of your hands, it's a no rep, okay? It's pretty plain and simple. So you're going to have a judge calling good reps, no reps, those kinds of things, and keeping count. If you've never been no rep before, guys, just get ready for it, because it's going to happen, okay? I've been no rep several times, And the more you get spun up out of control about it, the worse it is for you. So have a good attitude about it. When you get no reps, be okay with it, okay? Just keep moving on, okay? But for the purpose of both the Intramural Open and the CrossFit Games Open, this matters. And specifically, when we're talking about athletes who are actually registered in the CrossFit Games Open, our gym has a reputation on the line, okay? So if you're, first of all, if you are a registered athlete in the Games Open and you are doing this to submit a score, you need to have a certified judge doing your judging. So that will be any of our coaching staff, okay, who are around. There might be a few other people who have taken the judges course. So if you're interested in doing that, it's awesome. You'd be a big benefit to the gym too. So take the judges course online. But you're going to have a judge certify your score, okay? And they're going to be judging all those movements and submitting it. But what it means is our reputation as a box is on the line. So if you're doing bad reps and your judge is not calling those bad reps, calling those no reps, and they're just giving you credit for it as a buddy pat, they're doing us a disservice and they're putting the reputation of CFBC on the line. So can't happen, won't happen. So guys, just be prepared, understand the importance of having a judge, understand that you will probably get no reps sometime during this open, maybe several times during this open, and just be okay with that. All right, guys, so these are some things that I want you to take into consideration. If you have any questions about what we're doing here or some of this stuff that I'm talking about doesn't make sense, feel free to ask questions. Both myself and the coaching staff have done this several times before, so we know how the game is played. We'll be able to answer your questions. But end of the day, let's have some fun. Let's get in a good workout all 3 of these weeks, and we'll see you at the box. Love you guys.